As the wheels of Indian economy turn, they drive the nation forward. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rukaiya, and today I'd like to delve into the topic that has been at the forefront of India's economic discussions: the pursuit of becoming a $5 trillion economy by 2025. This ambitious goal has gathered attention not only within India but also worldwide. However, the question that looms large is whether Indian economy is truly on track to achieve this milestone within the next few years. Well, let's get into some context. The Indian economy is the world's fifth largest, with the GDP of $3.5 trillion in 2023. The aspiration of reaching $5 trillion economy was articulated by the Indian government, which symbolizes the vision of significant economic growth, job creation, and prosperity of the nation. It is a vision that has captivated the imagination of millions of Indians, and rightfully so. First, let's acknowledge some of India's inherent strengths. It possesses a youthful demographic dividend, a large and vibrant consumer base, and a thriving entrepreneurial spirit. These factors provide a solid foundation for $5 trillion economy. Yet, as we assess the journey towards this goal, it is essential to recognize the challenges and uncertainties. The COVID-19 pandemic disrupted economies worldwide, including India. This has led to a contraction in the GDP growth. While the nation is making strides towards recovery, the pandemic has understandably set back the timeline in achieving this target. Structural challenges like income inequality, regulatory complexities, and infrastructure deficits remain hurdles that must be addressed for sustainable growth. Achieving a $5 trillion economy requires a more robust manufacturing sector, an export-driven strategy, and investments in education and healthcare. However, it is not all gloom and doom. India has made progress in various sectors, including information technology, pharmaceuticals, and renewable energy. The GST and the Make in India initiative aims at boosting manufacturing. Projects like Bharatmala and Sagarmala project enhances connectivity across India. The impact of G20 on economic growth and various agricultural reforms that aims at increasing farmers' income and drive rural growth. So, is the Indian economy on track to becoming a $5 trillion economy by 2025? Well, the aspiration is commendable. The timeline seems increasingly challenging given the setbacks caused by the pandemic and structural complexities. Nevertheless, the economic growth should not be confined to numerical targets alone. It should rather focus on improving the lives of citizens, reducing inequalities, and ensuring sustainable developments. Lastly, before I end my speech, I would like to say that India's path to a $5 trillion economy by 2025 is a challenging one, but it is not impossible. It requires concerted efforts, structural reforms, and favorable global economic conditions. Above all, it requires a commitment towards sustainable growth. And as responsible citizens, let us be proactive participants in this journey. Let us foster an environment of innovation, sustainability, and inclusive growth. Regardless of whether the deadline is met, the journey towards this goal should continue, for it represents the promise of a brighter and more prosperous future for India, for you and for me. Thank you. Jai Hind.